little baby. How you doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, man. How are y'all doing? How's it going? I am looking for something. I don't know what I did with it. I literally just had it when I walked in the door. How you doing, little baby? How's it going? You chilling in the cut? Hey, YBS Mary. How are you, babe? What is it? Where is my... I literally just had it. Where did I put it? Hey, Lori. Hey, Kivana. Hey, Belize. Hey, Nicole. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Oh, child. What I'm looking for is sitting right there. I swear sometimes my own brain, honey. My own brain. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm being very rude right now. Okay, sorry. Hey, Demetrius. Hey, David. How you guys doing? Whew, okay, sorry, y'all. As soon as I picked up my phone, I had like 20 text messages that I didn't pay attention to. So everybody have a good weekend. Hey, L Love, how you guys doing? Everybody have a good weekend and all that good stuff. You know, I ain't been live by myself on my channel in a long time. It's been like a week. I think the last time I was live was like last Tuesday, maybe last. Was it Tuesday? Maybe it was either Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, I missed y'all. I miss talking to y'all. It's been a minute. Oh, Lord. And then, of course, as soon as I get online, now everybody got something to say to me. It's been too long. Yeah, I think it was Monday. Hey, Blue Cartier. I believe it was Monday. And Belize, I'll probably be doing an unboxing tomorrow. I put in an order. Thank you so much for your donation to my makeup ministry. That's, you know what, I picked up my phone to text Abby to let her know I was live. And I did everything except for text Abby. Child. In case she didn't get the alert, because she's usually in here by now, but she might just be busy. Oh, David, I missed y'all too. I really did. I tried to get on here, but it just seemed like every time I just had a lot going on last week, and then my weekend was kind of busy, and so it just didn't work. But I am here now, looking forward to having a good conversation with you guys for a little while. Hey, Abby, I just sent you a text. Yes, honey, the makeup ministry, honey. So Belize sent me a donation, and Mama of Six sent me a donation. So I put in an order. I just went to. I think I figured out what was wrong with the Hey, Jacqueline. I think I figured out what was wrong with the with the wish list, and why, hey Esha, and why y'all couldn't send me something. I forgot to do something on there. So I did that now. So all of that's linked up. So my wish list link should work. So I'm gonna drop that again. And what I did was the stuff that I purchased with what you guys, with the donation that y'all gave me, the stuff that I purchased, I took off the list. I'm not going to tell y'all what I purchased because I'm going to let you see it when I do the unboxing. But when I went to go put the order in on Friday, I didn't realize that the order never went through. They told me that the last thing I saw was that it was going to be delivered by yesterday. So I'm thinking, oh, I could do me a nice little unboxing, you know. But then I got this email saying something about my payment was declined and I need to go and update my payment. And I was like, I know I had the money in the bank. Like, I was never, because I was like, well, I got the money in the bank. And I was like, well, they just made me update my password like a couple of weeks ago. So I said, well, maybe, and I hadn't ordered anything since I updated my password. So I was like, well, maybe they're making me update everything, because I didn't change anything with my my payment information. I went back in and they were like, we need you to update your payment information. I didn't change nothing. I ain't changed not one number. I use the same card that I always use. Hit the continue button and they were like, thank you for updating your payment information. And my order went right through. So I say all that to say it should be here tomorrow. So it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So we'll see, you know, how all of that breaks down, honey. So yeah. So that is hold on, I'm gonna drop the link, y'all. Let me find that link. But I'll drop the link for those of you who were asking for it. Belize was the main one asking for it, but I'm still gonna drop it just in case somebody wanna, you know, help the ministry, help the makeup ministry out, you know, help that makeup ministry. What? I'm telling you, Amazon has been really trying me lately. Like really, really trying me lately. So anyway, hopefully it works now, because like I said, I wasn't sure. Manage list, no, send list to others. Really, what is Amazon doing? Like every time I try to do something on Amazon, I have to sign in again, even though I'm already signed in. What is that about? Is y'all's Amazon doing that? That even though you're already signed in, it makes you sign in again? And then you always have to keep re-entering your password and typing in the characters. Like that's what it is. Every time I go into my Amazon and I try to do anything, like right there, all I was trying to do was copy my wish list. And it's making me sign in again and do a character. I mean, do these character things. And I'm just like, what the hell? Did I hear Aura? Belize, anybody fooling with you? Not with Aura Kelly. Nobody fooling with you. I didn't hear nothing about no Aura Kelly. That's the link to the wish list. Y'all, I hope it works this time. What Belize doing? Hey, Rain. What is? Let me see. I gotta scroll back up and check on Miss Belize. That list tried you, yeah. We love unboxing. Okay. Is Amazon playing in my face? Yes, because child. No, I'm on my PC trying to log into it. And every time I try to log into it, like it'll let me go to my Amazon and it'll let me play around. Like, you know, I can click on stuff and look at stuff. But like just now, all I did was click on my my wish list, and before it would let me get the link to share my wish list. I was like, what the hell? It makes you sign in again when you're trying to handle account stuff. Yeah. Oh, is that what okay. Hey, The Voice. How you doing? The Voice ASMR. Believe you, child. Usually the people that have to say they innocent. But y'all know the rest. So anyway, so that's the link. Hey, Queen Star My World. Why is the first thing in your list is a palette that I already have? You know what? It was Click Everything Juvia's Place. Because it was only like 4 things that was Juvia's Place. And I wasn't sure. I think I realized it was the palette that I already had. So, I mean, I'll remove it. Dang, mama. Dang, mama. Golly. Dang, mama. Gosh. Y'all, this is... I don't like the way this stuff smells. I don't like the way this stuff smells, y'all. Hey, Jonathan. Jonathan, I ain't forgot about you, boo. I ain't forgot about you, boo. I am well. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, so so that's what that is. And let's get to these hashtags. Okay. Some cream for my legs, but I don't like the way it smells. But if it works, I'll deal with the smell. But I don't like the way it smells. You just don't want me to get duplicates. I appreciate this. I appreciate that. Hey, Doris, how are you? I appreciate you not wanting me to get duplicates, child. Okay, y'all have my attention, my full attention. Y'all had my attention before, but y'all my full attention. But yeah, it's this new stuff that my cousin gave me yesterday for my legs, and I was putting it on because I just got out the shower and stuff, so I was putting it on to see, so I'll see how I like it. Hey, Shawnette, how you doing? So yeah, you guys. So let's talk about this. So Flav got kicked out of Public Enemy. Now, look, y'all know, or you should know, that Chuck D is my husband in real life. Okay? If you don't know that Chuck D is my husband in real life, then I'm here to tell you that Chuck D is my husband in real life. In my mind, in real life. In my mind, in real life. And so they had this whole kerfuffle. Okay, y'all already know. Yeah, Abby, Public Enemy still tours and all kinds of stuff. They even have their own radio station and everything. Oh, my husband got it going on now. Don't sleep on my husband. Don't sleep on my husband. You know what, Abby? Tell your twin to call me so I can call him. Anyway. But I be talking. Chuck D follows me on Twitter, and we talk sometime on Twitter. I mean, clearly I don't come off as a crazy, deranged, psycho fan or anything like that. But we've actually had conversations on Twitter. And I by no, Chuck D owns Public Enemy, and they do still tour. And there's actually like a Public Enemy radio station, and they've released a lot of music on their own stream, like independently, like what Prince used to do. They've actually released a lot of new music over the years. It's not on a record. They're not on a major record label, but if you know where to go, you know where to go. You know what I'm saying? But to be kicking people out the group. Well, see, this is what had happened. I feel like it's a combination of things. Okay. The first thing, they had this whole last year, but either last year or the year before last, Flavor Flav sued Public Enemy saying that Public Enemy owed him money. So I'm sure that that's like a part of it, even though probably his lawyer told him at the time, you can't fire that dude because he got a lawsuit pending against you. You can't sue him now. I mean, you can't fire him now. Then, yeah, Flavor Flav been a crackhead since the beginning. Yeah, he literally has. No, he literally has had a substance abuse problem the whole time they've been a band. But, I think that goes to loyalty. I think that goes to, when he got on stage, he did what he did, But then there was a situation recently where Public Enemy have been backing up or endorsing Bernie Sanders, and they're going to do a concert for Bernie Sanders or be at a concert or something like that. And yeah, Chuck D. I mean, Flavor Flav has had a substance abuse problem the whole time. And so anyway, so Public Enemy, but Flavor Flav is saying that he's not endorsing Bernie Sanders and that he doesn't want to be connected with Bernie Sanders. And so he sent Bernie Sanders' campaign a cease and desist letter basically saying, you can promote Public Enemy being at your little rally or whatever, but you can't put my face on any of those posters. Like, you can say Chuck D, but you can't say or have anything connected to Flavor Flav. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be like, the band is one thing, but me is something different. Now, Chuck D is saying that that's not the catalyst, that's not the reason why he's being kicked out the group. But my question is this. You know what? I don't know who Professor Griff married to, child. I don't know who them people. I don't know what them people doing, honey. I lost touch with Professor Griff a long time ago. I'm gonna tell you a story. Actually, this lady at the radio station that I used to do a radio show at, she was dating Professor Griff. Professor Griff is an asshole. But anyway, but I'm sure y'all knew that. So, right, exactly, Shawnette. So the thing is this. You have to ask yourself the question, which all of you all are asking in the chat right now. What is it that was the final straw? Because this dude has been arrested. He done had 20 babies. He's been in physical altercations with men and women. He clearly has had a substance abuse problem. He done reality TV and made y'all look crazy. Like, what? You have to ask yourself, what is it in this place at this time that made Chuck D say, okay, now that's just too far. Oh, that's just too much. Oh, no, we can't. We don't want to be like, you know what I mean? Like, this dude, you want to talk about loyalty. I mean, he has taken loyalty because Flavor Flav should have been fired. Like, been fired. So you have to ask yourself, what is it that was the final straw? Yeah, you're right. Everybody does have a breaking point. I mean, there is a point with everybody. I mean, there is a final straw with everybody. Yeah, oh yeah, his kids was talking about him real bad on Growing Up Hip Hop. But I mean, do we expect anything less? Because all through the 90s, all we heard about was him not paying child support and him putting his hands on his baby mamas. So he came out of his drug-induced state to get a letter going. Child, somebody did. Somebody came out of a drug-induced state to, do something. Child. But yeah, so I just thought, because y'all know Chuck D is my husband in my mind. So I was just really shocked, to hear that he had done that. I saw it on Twitter last night. Because again, we're Twitter friends. And so I saw it on Twitter last night. But I just wasn't sure what the whole backstory was. I had to do some research. Quiet as it's kept and loud as it is, Flavor Flav should have been fired. Well, yeah, Abby, absolutely he should have been. Absolutely he should have been. And it was actually, you must be his side chick. Child, look. Okay. Now, because Chuck D actually tells the story, and they when Yo MTV Raps had their little anniversary special a few years ago, and they were talking about all the most iconic performances from Yo MTV Raps or whatever, they actually talked about a story about the first. I want to say it was either the first time. I don't know if it was the first time that Public Enemy performed on Yo MTV Raps or just one of the times, but Chuck D talked about, and they were talking about how Ed Lover, and then was talking about how Flavor Flav was late and how Chuck D was pissed off and he was going off and he was so irritated because Flavor Flav was late. And then when Flavor Flav finally showed up, he was clearly under the influence. And while Flavor Flav was performing, that he used to do all that little jerking and how he used to do his little thing, he put out of his pocket a crack vial, flew out of his pocket. And they said that Chuck D was pissed. And they even found the footage, and you could see, they showed the footage, and you could see when the crack vial flew out of his pocket. I said, you got to be kidding. Got to be more careful. Hey, Mike Chris Miller. Hey, Loving My Peace. Hey, Joyce. How you doing? Flavor Flav sued Public Enemy because they said he owed him money. They said that Public Enemy owed him money. Hey, Miss Mars, how you doing? Hold on, I saw you speak when you came in. You're curious on my thoughts embodying in this Super Tuesday. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Yeah, we're going to get the I was going to do Super Tuesday last, but we're going to talk about that. Yes. So we'll get to that. My thoughts. Whew, child. I think my other hashtag was about Judge Judy. So Judge Judy is finally retiring, honey. She has been doing the Judge Judy show, I think they said, for 27 years, I think. Something like that. 23 years, 27 years. And she has made over 600 and something million. Yeah, million dollars in that time period, because she actually owns the show. Like Oprah owned the Oprah Winfrey Show, Judge Judy owns the Judge Judy Show. And so it's in syndication every damn well. And y'all know I love me some Judge Judy. Y'all know that is my idea of a good relaxing afternoon where I can give me a couple of episodes of Judge Judy in my system. But she's not leaving TV. She's actually just doing a new show. Retiring with the ponytail. Okay, because she took that wig off. Like, I think last season she took that wig off. She was like, look, I'm just going to let my hair breathe, and y'all just going to have to deal with whatever is up under this wig I've been wearing for 20 years. Y'all just going to have to live with this. Okay. But, and the thing is this, her show is going to still be in syndication, because I know here in this area, it comes on at least 2 different channels at least twice a day. So it's still going to be in syndication. And I mean, it's going to be like Law and Order, where you're going to be like, oh yeah, I saw this one. Oh yeah, I remember this one. But you still sit there and watch it. I mean, for people who are fans. I mean, not people, if you're not a fan, clearly no. But if you're a fan, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember this show. Oh, I remember this episode. Oh yeah, I remember when that chick said such and such. I remember when that dude did that. You know what I mean? Because I know for me, yes, syndicated, honey. And with her owning the show, she don't have to pay nobody. Like, it's not trickled down. Like, she making a majority of that. Baby, I ain't even mad at her. But yeah, so this is going to be her last season as the Judge Judy show. But then she's coming up with another show called Judy Justice, or Judge Judy Justice, or something like that. Do y'all have that show in y'all area? Do y'all have the show where it's the 3 judges? And it's the same, it's small claims court, but instead of 1 judge, it's 3 judges, and then they have to go on the back and deliberate and agree on what the verdict should be. What is it called? Justice. It's something justice. Oh, thank you so much. Mwah. Hey, Shauna, how you doing? Well, little baby, let me tell you something. I did like it, but I don't like it. I'll tell y'all why I don't. I stopped looking at it. I'll tell y'all why I stopped looking at it. But at first I liked it, because I started watching it when I was in the hospital. So I think part of me was watching it because I was in the hospital and it was on, and you know, and I think that was its first season. When I was in the hospital, I think it was either its first or second season. And Hot Bitch, that's it. Thank you, Joyce. Hot Bitch. She's the executive producer of that. So she already has other shows under her umbrella like that. She's the EP of that. And when her husband, when they redid the People's Court, and her husband was the judge on People's Court, she was the EP on that too. So, but if you look at the credits for Hot Bitch, it's created by Judge Judy or something like that. Like, it's under, she's connected to that show. Yep, sure did. Yep, she sure is. Yep. So, yeah, First of all, the black judge started getting on my nerves because I felt like she had a real attitude, and it sometimes was just unnecessary. I was like, where's this coming from? But, and then her wigs are horrible. And I'm like, you make too much money to have that, Party City wig on, that 2 for $20, was it the beauty supply store? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with these wigs? Like, they're so bad. They're so bad. Anyway, but I'm gonna say this: that Italian judge, the white lady, the Italian judge. Oh Lord, this is about to be me getting political with y'all for a second, and then we're gonna get into politics. Y'all remember the young man in New York, and I can see his face right now, but I cannot remember his name, who had been held on Rikers Island for like 4 years without going to trial, without bail, all that other stuff. He had gotten beat up and he had been treated so bad. And then when he finally did get out of jail, he committed suicide. Khalif Ballard. Was it Khalif Ballard? Khalif. It's Khalif something. And it's Khalif something. Khalif Browder. Thank you, Belize. Thank you. Khalif Browder. Yes. Right. The Lord didn't tell you to put them wigs on. The Lord did not tell you to put them wigs on. Now, okay, so this is me getting political. So this is where I stopped watching the show for good. Like I deleted it off my DVR, whatever. If you look at that documentary that Jay-Z did, and they talk about what happened with him, it was like in 5 parts. It's very heartbreaking, very hard to watch. It was almost like watching When They See Us, because it's just so hard. But it was even harder than When They See Us, because When They See Us at the end of the day was still a movie. I know it was based on fact, but it was still a movie. This was a documentary with interviews with him and his mom and his sister and footage. They actually had footage showing him get jumped. Footage of showing him getting beat up. Because they were able, I guess, through a court order, get copies of the tapes. And they actually, you could see him, anyway, very heartbreaking. But one of the judges that refused to let him go home, that was trying to force him into taking a plea agreement, that even though the district attorney was playing games, couldn't produce the witness, she kept letting them putting continuances in without showing any proof of anything. Just let them drag the case out, and was trying to pressure him into taking a plea deal. And then they said that her reputation is like a hang-em judge type, where if you don't take the plea deal and you're found guilty, you go to trial. She gives you the maximum every time. And she's just she was part of the system that kept him in jail. It was her. It was that Italian judge, that white Italian judge. And so I said, and she was actually my favorite on the show. I liked her better than I liked the black judge. But after I saw that in the documentary, and they actually showed footage of her handling one of his court appearances, I said, no, ma'am, Pam, I can't support that. Nope. And then I proceeded to cuss her out on Twitter. Now, I don't know if she ever saw it, but I did cuss her out. And I was like, how dare you? For you to be a part of that, you owe his family an apology. You owe, what I'm saying? And again, I understand judges have to do their job or whatever, but when you see that documentary and you see how they broke his case down to the point where, first of all, they only arrested him off the word off of a witness that said he stole his book bag. Okay, fine. He said Khalif did it. Okay, fine. Then the witness went back to Mexico. They couldn't find the witness. They didn't know where the witness was. They didn't know why the witness left the country. But knowing that they did not have a witness, and so therefore they didn't have a case, instead of dropping the charges, which, let's be clear, y'all, even if Khalif was guilty, even if Khalif stole that boy's book bag, at the very least, he would have served less time than he served waiting to go to trial, because he wouldn't take a plea. He was like, I'm not guilty. I'm not taking the plea. I'm not guilty. So he served 4.5 years, never being never being found guilty of anything, no trial, no nothing. He served 4.5 years in jail, in an adult jail, when he was 16 when he got arrested, in an adult jail, Rikers Island, for stealing a book bag. Even if he stole the book bag. Even if he stole the book bag. And the district attorney kept putting in continuances. Like they explained the loopholes in the law that they were using to keep doing it. And judges like her were allowing them to do it. Instead of calling them to the carpet and saying, if you don't produce a lawyer within the next XYZ days, we dropping these charges and we sending this boy home, which is what ended up happening with the last judge he had. The last judge was like, okay, this is ridiculous. Like, if y'all don't produce a witness in the next whatever, because, and that was only after his doubt that the witness had left the country. They didn't even know that the witness was not available. They did not, but what they were doing was trying to get the witness to come back. And I'm thinking to myself, for a stolen book bag? Like, it wasn't even armed robbery. Like, I don't even think, maybe he did. Maybe the person did have a weapon. But I mean, come on. Yeah, David, it was hard to watch. It was very, very hard to watch. It was very hard to watch. Yeah, his father. Now, and that's why, okay, y'all, see, y'all, this is how y'all be getting me off a topic, child. Patricia Domingo, that's her. That is her, little baby. That is her. She's a judge who likes to keep the jails full and meets her quota. Yep, absolutely. That's her. So I stopped watching it after that because I was like, I'm not entertaining this. Not no man Pam. So, okay. Right. And I think what it was that the boy's cell phone was in the book bag, and that's what took the charge up, because I do know when I worked at the detention center that when these kids were still like iPads or iPhones, because the retail value is so high, it automatically becomes it's automatically a felony. It's not a misdemeanor. Like if they steal, a 20-year-old flip phone, it's a misdemeanor. But because what they stole is worth over $500. In most jurisdictions, it's $500 is the threshold. Even if it's $1,000, it's a threshold. A lot of iPhones and iPads are over $1,000 at this point. What guy? The guy that was robbed, or Khalif? Yeah, Belize. And that's the thing. So that's the thing about his father. So now his father, let's talk about his father for a minute, because this is the shit that be pissing me off too. So daddy, you were never really a part of his life, right? You were never that dude, okay? And his mother couldn't afford his bail. Mind you, his bail was like $500, I think. It was something real. I mean, when I say real minuscule, like $500 to some people is rent. You know what I mean? But to other people, and I really don't think it was 500. Yeah, I really think it was less than 500. But let's go with 500 for a second. But I really think it was less than that, because I remember thinking to myself, damn, you know what I mean? Like I remember when I was watching it thinking, wow. Like, wow. I really think it might have been like 300. I really think it was less than 500. But let's just go with the 500 for a second. Here's what happened. When Khalif first got arrested, he got bail. And then his mother was trying to raise the money, and she couldn't get the money, and called the father, asked the father to post his bail. Father had the money. Father said no, because he was like, he need to learn his lesson, because Khalif had gotten in trouble before. He wasn't an angel. Okay, let's be clear. He was not an angel. He had been in trouble before. The father was like, no, I'm not going to pay his bail. And then after a couple of days, I think when the father realized that this wasn't going to be no little slap on the wrist, and they were really trying to hem him up, then he decided, well, I'll post his bail. Well, by the time the father decided to post the bail, his other charges were in the system, where he had stolen an ice cream truck or some shit. Like him and his friends were joyriding, and they stole like a bread truck or an ice cream truck or some shit like that. And so by the time his father went to post the bail, those other charges were in the system. He had, served his time. He went to juvie or whatever, but you know how stuff is still on your record. And so then the judge denied the bail. The judge said, no, I'm not going to let him go home on bail. Had his father posted his bail in the beginning, When they asked him for the money, none of that would have happened. The boy would have been home. But because daddy was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. So what pissed me off about the situation is, fast forward to the end, when the boy done committed suicide, now you want to be part of the lawsuit suing the state of New York on behalf of your son, and was fighting with his mother and his sisters and brother, fighting with them over the right to sue. If you don't get your ass out of here. And y'all want to know what the real fucked up thing is? The real fucked up thing is Khalif's mom ended up passing away. So his next of kin was his father. And when the state finally did settle, father got the money anyway. I'll be right back. Hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, the mom passed away. The mom ended up passing away. And so his sisters and brother they were keeping the lawsuit going. But unfortunately, y'all know people don't have no wills. I mean, it ain't like he left a will. And it ain't like the mama left a will. So his estate, you know what I'm saying? His estate got the money and it reverts to his next of kin. His father is his next of kin. So now the brothers and sisters are suing the father because at the end of the day, they were like, you wasn't a part of this. Like, our pain and suffering, you weren't part of the pain and suffering. You wasn't on that bus riding back and forth to Rikers. You wasn't in that court case. You weren't here when he got home and he used to have night terrors and you wasn't here for all of that. So you don't get, like, money doesn't bring any of this back and it doesn't make any of it better, but you don't reap the benefits from my brother's pain. So that's the last I heard. If there's been any updates, y'all drop it in the chat, but that's the last I heard. Yeah, little baby, it is. It's all the way messed up. It was Belize. It was so heartbreaking. Now, it was good, but when I tell you, you can't do it in one sitting, I'm telling you, you can't do it in one sitting. I mean, when I say you can't, you know, but it's hard. It is hard to watch because they actually have Khalif, and you can see how damaged this boy is. And so they actually interviewed him for the documentary before he killed himself. And so you see them talk, you see him talking, and you see him talking about his experiences and what he went through. Like, it is heartbreaking. It is very heartbreaking. Exactly. His father was there to raise. He probably would have never gotten into any kind of trouble. Oh, if his father had been a part of his life, probably not. Like the Central Park documentary, the one person that wasn't arrested originally got the most time, and he had a disability. Exactly. And Khalif, like I said, Khalif was no choir boy. He had been in trouble, you know, but it was kid stuff. Okay, he stole a bread truck to go joyriding. Like, in the grand scheme of things, is it really that deep, you know? But the father wouldn't even help the mom when she was exactly the father wouldn't help the mom with nothing. And yeah, she ended up losing her house. She ended up losing her house because during the documentary, that I'm not sure how long, like over what time period they made the doc, but she was in the process of losing the house when they were making the documentary. Because she was packing up and stuff like that. So, like, at the beginning of the documentary, she wasn't, but as they were going through the process of making the documentary, she was losing her house, and he wouldn't help. And you know, so, and I think at that point, by the time she lost the house, I don't think she really wanted the house anymore because that's where he killed himself. So I don't even know if she necessarily wanted to stay in the house at that point. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. And see, and that's the same thing with Rikers. Yeah, they had a kid. And so remember, dude, he was 16 years old. This boy wasn't going to school. You know what I mean? Like, because he was in an adult prison. Like, when I taught at the juvenile detention center, I was in a juvenile detention center. So school was a part of their day. They were going to school because all of them there were under the age of 18. So they had to go to school. It was just what they did Monday through Friday. They got up, they had breakfast, they went to class. And then when they got out of class, then they had rec time and they had all that other stuff. But Monday through Friday, they went to class. You know, unless there was some other situations going on. But in an adult prison, those same things aren't always put into place. Now, that's not to say that there aren't units for kids who are being charged as adults, because they do. Adult prisons do have separate units sometimes, but I don't think Rikers one of them. I don't think Riker really be tripping like that. Well, you know, I think they closed Riker, or they did close Rikers. Yeah, she was. Yeah, when you see her, his mom was sick. I mean, it was like an all-day affair for his mom to go visit him. She had to take a plane, not a plane, but she had to take the train, the bus, a cab, like, and the money. Like, she didn't have the money, like the money for her to go visit him. She didn't have. You know, his mom was on disability, and I mean, they weren't rich to begin with. And then his mom was on like disability because she had her own health issues, and sometimes she couldn't go visit him for months at a time because she was sick. Y'all, okay, we got it, because y'all done got me on here. Oh, Lord. Weinstein. But at least I think his trial was in California, I think. Yeah, I don't think Weinstein is going to Rikers. I think, now don't quote me on that, y'all. And I'm sure if y'all know, somebody will put it in there. How old was Khalif when he was arrested? I want to say he was 16 or 17. He was still high school age, though. But I want to say 16 or 17. Oh, for real, China? Yeah, I thought they were closing Rikers, but you said you visiting somebody this week. Well, now, I'm just wondering if they close Rikers, what they going to do? Like, where them people going? Yeah, 16 going on 17. Okay. Oh, so he is in New York. Okay, so Weinstein's supposed to go to Rikers. You know good. I mean, I'm not saying he ain't going to go to Rikers, but y'all know he ain't going to be in Rikers. Like, Rikers. You know, he's going to be in a separate unit for his own protection. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Old School, how you doing? How are you? How are you? All right, let's dig into this Super Tuesday, y'all. Y'all got me on. Hey, Terry P, how you doing? He was booked in Rikers already, so they got him out the hospital here in Rikers. Okay. Oh, before I forget, somebody blessed me. Somebody blessed me this weekend. I don't want to say your government name. But you sent me a good old nasty cash app, and I appreciate you. So I just want to thank you, because again, I'm not sure who it is, so I don't want to call out random names, and I don't want to call out your government name. But please know that I got it, and it is much appreciated. Thank you so much. It came in handy, you know, right on time, right on time. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate that. Before I forget, I wanted to say that. Yeah, at 16, he was at Rikers. Let me say, what I don't remember are all the details. I know he was booked at Rikers. I don't know if he was put in a separate unit or whatever. I don't know why. I don't know if it was because again, the charges weren't that deep. But for whatever reason, he was booked at Rikers. I don't remember the specifics. I honestly don't. But for whatever reason, he was booked at Rikers. So they said Rikers going to close in 2026. Okay. Oh, they just stalling until the mayor leaves. Child. It's plenty of prisoners in New York. He going to Clinton. Oh, boy. They closed the smaller jails and sent the people to Rikers. Well, what the hell? Hold up. You ordered that Mary brushes? Shauna, I did put an order in because Belize and Mama is 6. They sent me some money for my makeup wish list. So I did order some things. I'm not going to tell y'all what I ordered. When it gets here, I'll do an unboxing so y'all can see what I purchased with the donations to the makeup ministry. Okay. 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 So, Super Tuesday, first and foremost, anybody, everybody, all of y'all, if you have a primary in your state tomorrow, I implore you I implore you to make sure that you go and vote in your primary. Ministry unboxing. And I want to give a shout out to Jay Wilson for this website. He was talking about the voting Super Tuesday. I tipped into his live and he had this website pulled up. So I'm going to bring it up for you guys. I'm going to share each one, teach one. We're going to pass it on. We're going to share it. We're going to spread the news. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I can't implore you enough how important it is for you to get out and to vote for your primary. If you have not heard, we are down to 4 people running for mayor now. I mean, Lord, I said mayor. Jesus. President. I done said mayor. Lord have mercy. 4 people running for president because Klobuchar and Buttigieg, whatever, have both suspended their campaign, and both of them are endorsing Joe Biden for tomorrow's Super Tuesday. Now, they made a good decision to do it right before Super Tuesday so that people can vote somewhere else and they don't have to necessarily send their, worry about their delegates. So it will be interesting with it being down to 4 people. It will be interesting how that looks tomorrow on Super Tuesday, how that turns out. You asked me earlier how I feel about Joe Biden. I'm not sure in what way you mean, Ms. Mars. Do you mean like, do I like Biden? Do I support Biden? How do I think Biden is going to do tomorrow? Because I forgot your actual question. I know it was Joe Biden and tomorrow, but I forgot your actual question. But I think Biden is going to do well tomorrow, especially now that a lot of people who were supporting Buttigieg probably won't have a hard time sliding over to support him. Not sure about Klobuchar, but her following isn't going to be that impactful. I do think it opens the door for Bloomberg more, though. I think the door has swung open a little bit wider for Bloomberg. I don't know. At this point, y'all, I don't know who can beat Trump. I don't. I really don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not secure in the thought that any of them can beat him. I call me jaded. I just don't know. Yeah, because it's too late for their names to not be on the ballot. So yeah, their names are still on the ballot. Hey, it's me. Do you see how I just jumped right over Joyce, right? You see I jumped right over Joyce. I didn't even entertain Mrs. Joyce. I just jumped right over that. Joop, joop. Yeah. So I think that I'm more concerned to see how this is going to affect Bloomberg. What's going to happen? What that looks like for Bloomberg tomorrow. I don't really want to see Bloomberg gain any traction. I really don't. But I am nervous that some of Buttigieg's supporters will slide over to Bloomberg and not Joe Biden. So I don't know. I'm not sold on Bloomberg. I'm not really sold on Bloomberg. Like, he not really sold on Bloomberg. You know what I mean? Don't put that in the universe. I know that's right. Hey, it's me, Ding. Mike is endorsed by Barack, though. I don't know what's going on with that, because I don't know why Barack's not supporting Biden. I thought they were like friends in real life. And it seems to me that even if you could not support him, like, that's my dog, but I don't think he would make a good president, then if he really is your friend, like in real life, it seems to me like your best bet would be to just shut up. And I don't mean that, and like I ain't telling Barack Obama to shut up, but I guess I am telling him to shut up. But I would rather him have just said nothing. If he couldn't endorse Biden, I would rather him just say nothing. I don't know why he's endorsing Bloomberg. I don't know. I have not seen that commercial, but I've heard about him endorsing. Yeah, I have not seen him make a formal endorsement. I really have not. But just because Bloomberg has a commercial with Barack Obama in it doesn't mean it's an endorsement, but I haven't seen the commercial. So I don't know, but I know I have not heard any formal endorsement from the Obamas. I haven't heard, but that doesn't mean, I don't, so. Oh, China Black is acting up. Okay, because I was going to say, I hadn't heard anything. And I would rather him everything I said, I still mean. If he can't endorse Biden, I'd rather him just be quiet. But I hadn't heard. Now, but China Black isn't the only person I heard say something about the Obama. They said it was fake. Okay, Foy. Thank you, baby. Foy in here too. I see y'all coming out them bushes getting me together. All right, thank y'all. Yeah, because I heard it too. I did, but I never saw it. And that's what I'm saying. I never saw it for myself, but I did hear it. But it shocked me when I heard it because I was like, why would he do that? Like, even if he didn't support Biden, why would he do that? That's what I thought, Jonathan. Like, I could not imagine him not supporting Biden. And he's politically astute enough to know that whoever he supports is going to have a lot of weight behind it. And he's politically astute enough to understand that if he does not support Biden, that pretty much is the end of Biden's campaign. Like if he was to come out and publicly support somebody other than Biden at this juncture, Biden could hang it up. You know what I mean? Because this is the man that you worked under for 8 years as his vice president. Y'all claim y'all were such great friends in real life, yet he don't have your back. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'd be thinking. I'd be like, well, hell, what I'm gonna vote for him for? He worked with him for 8 years. If he was one heartbeat away from being president when this dude was in office, and we know how serious of a threat people made to Obama's life. So like, we very well could have had a President Biden, okay? Bloomberg claims that he has all these programs that's supposed to help Black people. Why didn't he put those? Okay. The presidency should be a group effort where there's no one person in charge but a team. Well, it's supposed to be that it's me, D, with the checks and balances in our country of Congress, the president, and the Supreme Court. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been working that way, child. Ask any Black person from New York. Hell, you can ask a Black person from D.C. They said the commercial with Obama was old, and once Obama seen it, he told Mike to take it down. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because remember, he did run for mayor like, twice, 3 times, whatever. So I could definitely see that there was old footage of Bloomberg and Obama. You know what I mean? And I could see how they could splice it and cut it up. I didn't even know he was the mayor of New York. Seriously. Yeah, he was mayor. Child. Okay, Abby, and that's exactly what Obama said. Obama said, no ma'am. No ma'am, no Pam. Don't put me in that. Well, thank y'all for getting me together, because I was sure about to be like, what? Because like I said, I'd heard it before, but I had not seen it for myself. But honey, I was sure about to be in my feelings. Warren is the only person with no scandal against Black people. True. But Warren ain't gonna get it. Unless she stomps through tomorrow, Warren ain't it. She ain't gonna get it. Now, she, makes a good showing tomorrow, maybe, but Oh, the coronavirus is in Manhattan. Oh shit. Trying to figure out with the early votes, do the delegates that Pete or Amy receive if they get what's Jonathan? Okay, let me brush up on my government. they will hold those delegates will still be in their name until they officially what's the word I'm looking for? Until they officially release them, relinquish them, whatever, at the convention, I believe. I believe those delegates still stay in their name. Because remember, listen to the language that they use. They suspend their campaigns. When you suspend your campaign, it's not over. It just means that you are temporarily putting it on hold. Now, generally it is what it is. It's the end. Like they're saying, we're done. But when you suspend your campaign, what you're doing is leaving the back door open. So if let's say for whatever reason tomorrow, Buttigieg gets a bunch of delegates. Let's say he knocks it out the park tomorrow. He can always restart his campaign. So he's not ending. Well, let me say this. I didn't hear what he said, but if he used the word suspend when he made the announcement, suspending the campaign doesn't end the campaign. And so those delegates, from my understanding, those delegates stay with that person until the convention, and they formally, that's the word I was looking for, formally hand those delegates over to whoever they choose to give those delegates to. And that's what the convention is. The convention is the formal nomination of the nominee for that party. So like 4 years ago, that was what the whole controversy was with Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And then 8 years before that, that's what the controversy was between Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama. It was like, what you gonna do with your delegates? Like, are you gonna get that man your delegates or what? So that's what it's, and that was the same thing with Sanders and with Hillary Clinton. A lot of people were like, they didn't want Sanders. They were like, he's so close. Like the delegate count was so close. And remember, they were contesting some of the primaries, and y'all know it was just real ugly. But that's my understanding. That's my understanding. Yes, the first case was confirmed yesterday or today, and the people in China are deliberately spreading it. They're sneezing in their hands and rubbing it. That's just, I saw a video of a lady doing that on a elevator. She had just left the doctor's office or something like that, and they show her actually sneezing on the buttons in the elevator. I was like, really? Like, that's what we doing now? When I heard that, a prayer never hit my lips. So, child, okay. I could see a Joe and Pete ticket. I could also see, I think we haven't heard the last of Kamala Harris. I think we haven't heard the last of, what's my girl? The one in Georgia. The heavyset black lady. Thank you, Mike Chris. Oh God, I can see her face, y'all. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Stacey Abrams, yep. Thank y'all. Y'all, what? Hey, what's up, GD's Capricorn? How you doing? Yeah, yep. Stacey Abrams. I don't think we've heard the last of Stacey Abrams, and I don't think we've heard the last of Kamala Harris. I would not be surprised to hear those names be in the same conversation with a Pete Buttigieg as VP. I think that all of them bring a minority vote to the table. Kamala Harris, obviously we know, black woman. But Stacey Abrams does not have as much baggage as Kamala Harris doesn't have as much baggage with the whole, being a prosecutor and stuff like that. She doesn't have the same baggage, but she doesn't have the same experience either. So they both, la da dee, la da da. Buttigieg, brings obviously the LGBTQIA vote, but a lot of people on the spectrum ain't really rocking with him either. So, And he's pissed off black voters. So, again, it's that 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. It's, a whole lot of that breakdown. So we'll see. We will see. Booty Judge. Y'all, I don't know. I be saying that man name wrong. I be saying all these people's names wrong. Y'all know how I'm with names. I think most of y'all have just learned to accept that flaw in my personality and know that I mean no harm by it. That's how Alex Rogers says it. Oh, Lord. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. You think Stacey, hey, Volvo, you think Stacey would be the safest? Interesting. She is black, Volvo. I hate it. Don't do that. I don't like when people do that. I don't like when people do it. You can't measure people's blackness. She's black. That's not nice. So let's do this, y'all, real quick before I get off here, because it's been an hour and I gotta y'all know I gotta get ready for Love and Hip Hop Super Monday. Be Love and Hip Hop. All right, let's do a share screen real quick and let's look at this website. All right, so you guys, please make sure that you check. This is a great website. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I meant to put it in the chat, but I put it in the chat. And it's real easy, y'all. It's vote411.org. So basically voteinformation.org. This is like your one-stop shop. And again, shout out to Jay Wilson for posting this in his chat and going over it in his chat for everybody to just kind of, you know what? I'm not doing that with you. It's me, D. If you mix Coke with Pepsi, is it still a Pepsi? Yes. Yes. It's just diluted. Still a Pepsi. Anyway, I'm not fooling with Volvo. Anyway. But yeah, so this website, ain't nobody fooling with Volvo. Don't entertain Volvo. Don't entertain that. So here's what I like about this website. It's your one-stop shop, right? So here's the thing. If you are not registered to vote, do you see how easy it is to register to vote? You go to this website, you click the link, and boom. Boom, boom. They even ask you what language you want your information in. You download the voter registration form, you fill it out, and you send it in to wherever it is you need to send it, okay? You guys, it don't get much easier than that. It just doesn't. It does not get much easier than that, all right? If you want to find other things like voting in your state, so tomorrow being Super Tuesday, any of you who live in a state where you guys are going to be doing primary voting tomorrow, you can find out information. You can find out where your voting station is. You can find out who's on the ballot so that you can, do a little bit of research and have a very informed, be ready for that, be very informed. If you are a first-time voter, they give you a little checklist, things that you need to know. Here's a 2020 presidential guide. And again, it probably needs to be updated. I don't know how fast they're updating the website. But again, here's what we're talking about here. Here's your qualifications, duties, all right? And here who's running. Again, not sure how fast they're updating it, but you see Gabbard is still on here. You see Klobuchar still on here, Yang. So it looks like they haven't updated it in a couple of weeks. But, well, I take that back. They did update it. Look, right here. It says withdrew. So you see who has withdrawn. They're still on here if you want to read up on them, though. They're still here if you want to find out more about them. He didn't even have a picture. Okay, Michael Bennett. Anyway, but it lets you know who is still in the race. And we're down to 4. Well, 5 if you count Bloomberg, okay? And then you can go to your actual state and you can actually see the ballot in your state. so that you know what it is that you're going to be voting on. Because again, it is a presidential election, but there may also be other things up for vote. On your ballot. I'm reading these comments, y'all. Did you say you scared to vote because of the corona, Lord? Don't start that. That's what, maybe they did put it out there for real so people won't vote, child. Oh, you going back home for Carnival? Yes. Belize? Yes. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all, I thought when I saw Carnival, at first I thought you was talking about a Carnival cruise, right? Because do you know how cheap you could probably get a cruise right about now? Child. You could probably do a whole lot of traveling for cheap right now, honey. It's me, D's cutting up in here. Get him, Auntie. Bloomberg had the nerve to say he's not dropping out even if he doesn't win the primary. Because he's not. Because he has the money and he's got money and time. He ain't going nowhere. I don't see Bloomberg going anywhere for a minute. Like, he just got in the race a couple of weeks ago. He knows he's being strategic. I don't think he expected to win a lot tomorrow, but I don't think he's going to go anywhere anytime soon. I do think he's going to wait a minute. Like, we're going to see Bloomberg for it. We're going to have to deal with them damn commercials for a little bit longer, child. If Trump goes and cusses out China for not saying a damn thing, he'll get the vote. You right? You know what? It's me, D. So in New York, it's presidency, Senate, and local. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. So it's not just about the primary. I mean, about the presidential, you guys. Depending on where you live, there are other races going on that you guys need to be mindful of. So again, this is a great website. Once again, I want to thank because I hadn't visited this website. But it's all here, y'all. This is a one-stop shop. Like, it's all right here. You can, if you're not registered to vote, you can register to vote. You can get a copy of your voting guide. They're on all your social medias. You know what I mean? You can make a donation if you want to. If you have problems on election day, you can report those problems. Okay. So nobody has any excuse. Nobody has any excuse. Let me see. Here's another good little fact right here. Registration deadlines. So that you know when you need to be registered to vote in your local election. Let's just take Louisiana, child. Let's just take Louisiana. All right. If you want to be able to vote in the general election, you have to be registered. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. I gotta look at this my damn self. Their primary is Saturday, April the 4th. You can register. Look at all these different ways you can register to vote. And then it's saying here that in order to vote, hold on, let me see this. I gotta make sure. Okay. Why they got 3 different dates? I don't know why they got 3 different. November 3rd, 2020, December 5th, 2020. What? May 9th. I think this is where you have to be registered by. And then Tuesday, November 3rd is when you'll be voting, I guess. So what is this? December 5th is what? Yes, they had a general election. I don't know what they voting for on December the 5th. Maybe that's the last day for. No. See, look, they're confusing me. Hold on, y'all. All right, registration deadlines. I don't know. I'm confused now. Look, Louisiana got me confused now, child. I don't know what this December 5th is because that's when we voting for president, November the 3rd. And I'm assuming you have to be registered by May the 9th. Child, they done got me confused. Louisiana, y'all got me confused. Hold on, let me pick another state, child. They got me confused today. Let's pick Colorado. Let's see what Colorado's talking about. Okay, now this make more sense. Colorado make more sense. I don't know what they going. I don't know what they doing in Louisiana. Bon. But you have to be registered by June the 30th in order to vote in the general election. I mean, for the primary and then the general election. You have to be registered. Okay, here's the dates. Okay, this makes more sense. This is where you got to be registered by. Yeah, this is where you got to be registered by. Hold on a second, y'all. Hello? Hey. Oh. I did. I asked Karen, but I didn't remember the date. What's the date, Mom? Just because you emailed me the flyer don't mean I looked at it, lady. I did see that. You I saw that today. Did you email that today? Okay, I saw that today. When do you need me to fill it out by? When is that? Look, what is the date for that again? I didn't put that on my calendar. I knew it was the end of the month, but I knew I didn't put it on my calendar. Okay. The 27th through the what? Do you remember? Okay. Monday through Friday. Okay. With my daddy. Thank you. See? What? That wasn't hard, was it? Bye, lady. Oh, no. For real? Oh. Oh, he wanted to see his grandma and grandpa. But he said he called you Nana or Nana. Well, I think he calls you Nana because remember he was calling Monique Nana. Remember? Before he started calling her mommy. Remember we went out to eat that time and he was like, no, Nana, no. So I think that's what he calls you. I'm thinking he calls you Nana. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, he was upset. He wanted to come and see y'all. Oh. Oh. Well, I told you the day that I took him and I was going over Shocky's, I forgot because I was just on autopilot and I was just driving the way I always drive. And I was like, Lord, please don't let him be paying attention. And as soon as I drove past your house, I took a breath. I was like, whew, because I did the same thing. But I was coming up the hill before I even thought about it. So anyway, okay. Well, I'll talk. Last time I talked to Shocky, like I told you, they don't have her in hospice yet, but it sounds like it did sound good. But I haven't talked to Shocky. I told her to let me know if she wanted me to go with her to the hospital on Sunday, but I didn't hear from her yesterday. So I'll probably call her either tonight or in the morning. I do a better job catching up with her in the morning. I will. All right. Talk to you later. Bye. I'm sorry, y'all. Now, that was my mama, so I answered the phone because I didn't know she had something important to tell me. But, child, if I had been sitting here doing nothing, that would have been a 2-minute conversation. Every time I try to get off the phone, my mama asked me another question. Y'all heard her? I said, all right, I'll talk to you later. Well, how is so-and-so? Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. All right, I'll talk to you later. Oh, let me tell you about what Trey did this morning. She was talking about my nephew, her grandchild. Oh, let me tell you what Trey did this morning. Da 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 da. Okay, Mom, I'll talk to you later. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I wouldn't have answered the phone if I knew it was gonna be all of that. But normally it's like a quick in and out. Anyway, child. Anyway, but I hate not answering the phone when Mom calls. So, you know. Anybody else, I look at the phone and be like, but when it's my mama, you know, I gotta answer my mama call. Anybody here part of Super Tuesday? Yeah, is anybody here living in a state where Super Tuesday is going on tomorrow? I know Virginia down here, but DC and Maryland aren't tomorrow, but Virginia is tomorrow down here. You were looking for your nosy emoji. Why? Because of my mama. Hey, Lady P. Lady T. Lord, I saw Terry P and Lady and it came out. Hey, Lady T, how you doing? I was gonna call you Lady T. I know you. I know you're still getting yourself together, getting yourself acclimated to your new reality, honey. Oh, y'all know what? I forgot to tape Matlock tonight. Damn. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. This stupid thing. I hate. Anyway, this thing is about to piss me off. I can see it already. It's about to piss me off. Anyway, you voted absentee. Where you voted that you had to vote absentee? Missouri primaries aren't until the 10th. What did it's me, D? Are you serious about what Super Tuesday is? Or are you trying to be funny? I'm about to get off of here in 4 more minutes. Remember the show Father Donnie Nothing? Father Downey Mysteries? I remember Father Downey Mysteries. Wasn't that what it was called? Father Downey Mysteries, I think. It was the father from Happy Days, right? Wasn't it him? He was another one of those people where every time he showed up, somebody died. And I was like, why do people keep inviting you places? You're a legal resident of Virginia. I know, but I'm saying, where are you living right now that you couldn't go vote tomorrow? Like, are you on travel or something? It's not my business. I guess I was just being nosy, child. So look, let me say this, but I'm gonna get off of here. Yeah, I did hear that James Lipton died, and I love Inside the Actor Studio. I used to love that show. You thought he died yet? I walked right into that one. I just wanted to play with my Ninja Turtles. Well, that's how much for a 5-year-old to ask for. Oh, you live in Maryland illegally. Okay, I won't tell nobody. Yeah, I like Inside the Actor Studio, child. Lord, MSNBC, Chris Matthews just retired, and he must have said something about women. And he said he apologized for the comments he made about women. Y'all gonna leave these people alone just because they have a little Freudian slip or a little faux pas. Now, I don't know what he said, so let me go see what the man said before I be defending him. But I do like Chris Matthews, but he's just an old Catholic. He don't know no better, child. He don't know no better. Yeah. Well, let me say this. I'm getting ready to get off here, but I'm gonna tell y'all. So my nephew, my mother was telling me that my nephew had a fit this morning, and she said that the daycare took them like an hour at the daycare to get him to calm down, and he was upset. He wouldn't eat his breakfast or nothing. He was mad, right? He was mad. My nephew got a little temper on him when he get mad. But this why he was mad. So my mom, well, my parents, one or the other, or both of them together, usually both of them together. He stays with them in the evening. Okay. They pick him up every day from the daycare. And he used to stay with them in the evening. Now, my sister's schedule has sort of changed, or my sister's boyfriend's schedule, whatever. And he doesn't stay with them every night anymore. Now, most days they pick him up and they take him to the subway station where they pick up my sister's boyfriend, and then they take them home. But he knows what my parents' house looks like, and he knows going to their house. Like, he knows, right? And he'll get upset if, like, they go past the house and they don't stop. He'd be like, wait a minute, hold up. Why are we not stopping over there? But his daycare is literally down the street from my parents' house. Like, they have to pass. They don't have to. But the easiest way to get to his daycare is to drive past my parents' house, right? But, of course, they tend to not do that because they know he's going to get pissed off. So this morning, they had left something at his house, at my parents' house. They left his sheet or something that he needed for daycare, honey. And they went by the house to go get that sheet, and he was mad because they wouldn't let him go inside. Because, of course, every time we stop at grandma and grandpa's house, I'm supposed to get out the car, and I'm supposed to go in, and I'm supposed to go speak. But, of course, it was first thing this morning, and they was like, no, we going to daycare. They said when my mother went to go, that's what she was telling me. She said when she went to go pick him up today, the lady at the daycare was like, they came past your house this morning, didn't they? And she was like, yeah, why? She was like, because he was pissed. He would not calm down. He was so upset. He was so mad. And he wouldn't even eat his breakfast or anything. She said it took them like an hour to calm him down. I said, baby, because he loved them. He loved his grandma and grandpa. That's because they spoiled the hell out of him. Okay. Anyway, let me see what y'all saying in this chat before I get up off of here. Who we putting ashes in people's tea? What? Maryland taxes too damn high. Shoot, I thought Virginia was higher than Maryland. Volvo, Virginia not higher than Maryland? Sheesh. No, the man that made the Lipton tea. What? Hold on, child. He's 74 years old. Ain't nobody heard him. Who's 74 years old? You talking about Chris Matthews or Charles Lipton? Because Charles Lipton was 93. Not that gonna put. That's what you was talking about, putting the ashes in the tea. It's me, D. I'm putting you and Belize in the corner together. Yeah, Belize. Yeah. You probably wouldn't know, but Inside the Actor Studio, it's a show where they would interview actors, and it wasn't like a gossip thing. Like, they would really talk to the actors about the roles, why they chose that role, what they had to go through, preparing for the role, what their training was, different things like that. It's really good. I really enjoy Inside the Actor Studio. I really enjoy that show. I'm mad at the rest in tea. So why didn't your parents walk down the block and see him at the daycare? Why? Why would they do that? They didn't even know he was upset. They didn't know any of this until they went to go pick him up. They didn't know he was upset. If the daycare had called them to say, look, XYZ is going on, they'd have went down there. They wouldn't have walked. Let's be clear. But they'd have went down there. It's like when I went to church, if I went in there and my granny wasn't there, I would cry. When I did get there, I would stop. But if she didn't get me, then okay. Belize is behaving tonight. She is. Yes. She is innocent this time. Belize has been doing really good this time. Did you hear Tracy's rap? Tracy who? Tracy who? Tracy living her truth. Tracy, she got a rap song out. Oh, I'm gonna have to go see. I'm gonna have to go listen, child. I ain't know nothing about it, child. I'm gonna have to go listen. All right, y'all, let me get off of here. Y'all got me. I said I was getting off of here 4 minutes ago. Well, I said I was getting off of here at 1 hour, but we already at almost an hour and a half. He said you can't breathe. No, Reese G ain't rapping, Lord. Really, B, did you forget you were supposed to be watching Love and Hip Hop? That's what I'm saying. I gotta get off of here so I could go watch my Love and Hip Hop. Not what the old folks home. See, Belief's about to start cutting up. Let me get off here now. See, Belief's about to start cutting up. Let me go and get off of here. I'm gonna have to go check out what y'all talking about though, because I ain't know nothing about it, child. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I appreciate y'all. It's been fun. It's been real. I gotta get off of here because I gotta go do my Love and Hip Hop, child. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.